Hello, Leo. Welcome to Clarity and Truth Tarot Readings. This is your love reading for the month of June. Remember to keep an open heart, open mind, take what resonates with you, and leave the rest. All right, let's see what's going on between you and your person. All right, here we go. First card, nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Okay, be patient, Leo. All right, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. Yeah, I think sometimes separation is going to give us a little bit of clarity, right? Soulmate, yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. Okay. All right, and the bottom of the deck here, we've got have faith. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. Wow. This is very divinely protected, Leo. This is wonderful. Okay, let's get to your tarot cards here. I do hope you are all doing very well. Let me know down below after this reading what resonates with you and what you claim. Here we go. First, the Hermit. You've got your 9 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, the Magician, the Hierophant, Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, the Star. Wow, look at all of these major arcanas here. Amazing. King of Wands, lots of fire energy here. Queen of Cups, and you've got the Lovers. Wow, look at this. Yeah, this person is your soulmate. You know it, and this person knows it. And have faith that this is divinely guided. Wow, what a beautiful card. Yep. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very slow-moving energy. So I'm getting the sense that you or your person are a little bit slow on the approach. One of you is very fiery, kind of let's go, let's go, let's go. What are we going to do next? And then the other person, you've got the Hermit here. That's the energy in your first row here. Also with the Knight of Pentacles, this Knight is all about planning for the future. They want something that's long-standing. They're not just going to be, just burst out the door and want things really quickly. They want something that is going to be stable. Now, this person in your world, whether this might be you, right, or the other person, the Hermit represents a person who has taken time, kind of gone within themselves, right? Think of the hermit who hides, who's in the cave, but really this is a time of reflection for this individual. Almost like if something is charging at this individual too fast, they retreat, right? They retreat in their cave and they try to protect themselves. Now, if you are, since you are a fire sign, Leo, I'm seeing that, you are the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, full of passion, full of energy, right? Sometimes can be impulsive, but very playful. You love a spicy relationship, but this person you are with, I'm sensing, is a little bit on the slow side. He or she wants to just kind of take it slow, and perhaps you might have noticed that they've retracted, and now you're worried. That's what I'm being told. You're worried, is this going to work for us? Because you're very vibrant, very fiery personality. You want things to happen. You want results. This person's a little bit on the slower side, right? Very stable person. That's what's around you. But know that this person's going to come out of his or her cave, shine the light, and head your way, because this relationship is very divinely guided. The next card here is all about persistence and perseverance. Remember when I said about the Hermit kind of going within that person, that might speak to this separation, this time apart that you have experienced with this person. Sometimes when a person gets a little bit overwhelmed with feelings, they retreat within themselves, and that causes a separation between the two of you, whether it's a physical separation or just emotional separation. Don't worry, nothing's gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. You just need to give this person a chance to just kind of retreat within himself. When they come out, they're always kind of fresh and new, right? All right, yeah, so you've got your 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands is all about resilience, comeback story, right? This person has grit. This person has a lot of fight in themselves, right? Four of Pentacles is all about stability, right? This person I think that you are dealing with, that's what I'm hearing, likes a lot of stability. They don't necessarily want to just jump into anything without thinking it through. That's why you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, right? This person goes with that. Okay, either you're this person or if vice versa, right? Because the energies here can flip-flop, but this is what's around you right here. All right, energy that's coming towards you is a little bit of heartache, right? So this is an energy where a person feels loss. You know, they're very sad, perhaps looking at what has happened in the past and thinking about it, kind of, you know, this, if this goes with the Hermit here, this individual has reflected on the past and is thinking, man, you know, my heart is still broken. This person, this energy tells me that you need to just turn around, pick up those 2 cups and head home to the castle, right? That's what's coming towards you. Now the Magician here, you see here the Magician points towards the Star card. The Star card is all about healing, healing from the past, and your wishes will be granted. This is wish fulfillment here. All right, the Star card, I love the Star card because, you know, it's about hope and renewed inspiration. Look at that. You can create this. The Magician, as the Magician, you have the power to create. Look at what he's pointing to. The Star, to create your wishes. Your wishes will be granted, will come true. Whatever it is, the healing that you need to take, it's coming. Look at that. Just create it. You have the power. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about structure. Okay, the structure, the core values that you have, the traditions, the rules that you follow, and you may be reminded of your core values, right? Because maybe you've had feelings hurt and you're kind of stuck in this feeling, and know that the Magician is telling you you can heal, you can have that wish fulfilled. You just have to, you know, draw back to that core value, your traditions, the things that have served to solidify and stabilize you. All right, the messages from your higher self here. You've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands is the energy of the bold adventurer, right? This person is very passionate, very fast moving, sometimes impulsive. So just be aware of that. This is what it's telling you. Be playful, right? Be adventurous, be bold, take the risk, come out of hiding, right? If you are the Hermit, come out of hiding and let the playfulness, that passionate part, that passionate energy come out. The High Priestess. Now the High Priestess tells me that this is a situation where you're going to have to draw on your intuition. The High Priestess is very powerful, very mysterious. Okay, the mysterious priestess listens to the inner voice, right? This energy is connected to the divine, and they need time to just really have introspection, like the Hermit here, very connected to the divine world. Listen to any kind of messages that are coming in to tell you, you know, to have faith. The angels are working in your favor. Nothing's gone wrong. Trust the process. Again, we've got what's coming, what the message from your higher self here is the Star. You've got a lot of hope and healing that is coming your way. So if you are currently separated from your person because maybe you've had some words, or somebody has decided to pull away from the relationship, maybe because it's going too fast, you know that that time apart is going to happen and is there, but it's going to be a time of healing for both of you. Okay, but this is a soulmate connection. Have no fears. This is divinely guided. Okay, the area of your blessings here, you've got the King of Wands. What is the King of Wands? This is the energy of a visionary, a leader, an inventor, somebody who's got control, very powerful. I see the King of Wands as very magnetic, magnanimous, also very handsome in some way, very charming, right? This energy of the King of Wands, whether this is you or your person, this energy is about, like, you walk into a room and they can't help but notice the King of Wands. They're just that bold, right? They make people look at them because they just have that presence, very strong presence. Queen of Cups. we have the Queen of Cups here, and this is about introspection and love and emotion. Somebody here is very, very sensitive. Perhaps it's the person that went in hiding, right? They get to be a little bit on the sensitive side, and they can't take all of that fire sometimes, right? Because sometimes, Leo, you can be a little bit bold, but you know, the person you are with might be a little bit sensitive, so we have to be a little bit aware of that, right? And sometimes when that boldness comes towards somebody, it might be too much, and they retreat, right? So Queen of Cups, yeah, this is the nurturer. This person is the one, the caretaker, you know, the one everyone loves, because she is just, you know, this is the energy of the nurturer. But look at here at the end here. You've got the Hermit that left, you know, for a little bit, went into himself or herself, found their light, and is, look at that. Now we've got the Lovers right next to the soulmate. Yeah, this is what's coming towards you. This is the blessing that's coming your way. You are going to reunite with this person, and there is some chemistry that you have between the two of you that's going to really bring you together to solidify your relationship. Just know, just overall looking at this, someone in this relationship likes to move fast, and the other one likes to kind of take it easy and go a little bit slower. Know that, you know, you have to be patient and give the other person time to just get within themselves and hear the voices from within, so that they know how to progress forward. Don't charge at them, right? Don't worry, have faith. This is your soulmate. This is your soulmate. All right, let's clarify the Hermit here. This is clarification for the Hermit. Look at that. That flew out. You've got your Six of Swords. Whatever turbulent situation you were in, it's over. You're moving towards calmer waters. You're starting to understand one another a little bit, right? All right, have faith. All right, here we go. The Hermit. Death. Look at that. The person who represents this energy of the Hermit is going through a transition. Yeah, this person is going through some change in their lives. So drastically that they sometimes need to kind of go within so that they can make that transformation. Okay. The Death card, now after the Death card is Temperance. It's about balance and moderation, but you know, just know that this individual or this energy suggests that there's an ending, and they're willing to start something new here. All right, next you've got your Six of Cups. Yeah, you're fighting for that give and take, this generosity, this love that you have. This is abundant love. Yeah, you're fighting for something, and you know, it's secure. Have no worries. Have faith. All right, Three of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating with this person once they come out of hiding, right? Once they take the next step and have transformed and have really gone within themselves. There's a lot of love between the two of you. There's a lot of fight in the relationship, and you're going to be celebrating here. There's a celebration coming. All right. And the bottom of the deck, yeah, you've got Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords can sometimes suggest deception or lying, but in this situation, it can also mean that you need to think of things differently. Think of a different strategy of communication, right? Because sometimes, oh, what flew out there? Ace of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Swords. New beginnings, right? Clarity. Yeah, so let's clarify the Five of Cups. Yep. Eight of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you are working on, whether you're working on yourself or you have a new job, for example, a new skill, something else, something that you're newly studying, whether or not, you know, it's say you are taking a class to help your health, for example. Know that, you know, just keep at it, right? Because you do have to remember to take good care of yourself, for example, so that this relationship can flourish. Yeah, don't neglect yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing to improve yourself, keep doing it. Okay, next, yeah, Nine of Swords. You are really stressing out over this, okay? But remember, underneath you've got your Magician that's telling you, look, you don't have to stay in this state of worry. This is divinely guided, and you can create whatever you want. If you want to live in misery, well, guess what? You're not going to get your wishes to come true. You need to get out of this bed, get out of your mind, and see things for what they really are. Have patience, and you know the right thing is going to happen, right? All right, yeah. The Hierophant is supported by the card, the Six of Wands card. This is about victory. Whatever it is, whatever challenge you are experiencing or going through, the Six of Wands is all about victory. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Moon. Yeah, there's something here that is not completely clear to you. Okay, something that's kind of hidden because you're just not understanding something. So kind of mysterious to you. So be prepared, because that needs to be illuminated. Yeah, that needs to come to the surface. Okay, next, Knight of Wands, the Empress. The Empress is a very powerful feminine energy. This is a beautiful energy of creativity, passion, wealth, right? Manifestation. This is a very beautiful individual, beautiful energy. Okay, and this, along with the Knight of Wands, wow, very attractive. This might be you, and you're looking really good, really attractive. And look, if this is the King of Wands, he's going towards the Empress, very attracted to you. That's what I'm hearing. Someone is very attracted to you. Wow, you've got your Four of Wands, which it tells me that this relationship that you have here, given time to mature, is going to be well celebrated. This can lead to marriage. This can lead to taking the relationship to a higher level. That's what is here on the High Priestess. Just listen to the signs, right? Look for the signs around you that tells you what your next steps are. Yeah, the Hierophant. Look, Hierophant, yeah, you got to go back to your core values. You've got to, you know, honor your traditions, right? There's going to be someone who's very wise that's going to come around and kind of give you a little bit of knowledge here. You've got your Two of Swords here. There's something there where you're going to need to make some decisions, right? Need to make some decisions on how to manage something. Queen of Swords just fell out here. Queen of Swords is the energy of logic. This is an individual, or the energy of the individual, who may be, you know, just no BS, right? They see through the BS. They know. They're very logical, but also very intuitive. So if this is your energy, know that, you know, you will find out the truth. Remember, we saw the Moon here earlier, and yeah, whatever that is, you're going to realize what it is, and if it no longer serves you, you're going to know to cut that out so that you make room for new ideas, new beliefs, right? Ace of Swords is clarity, supported by your Queen of Swords here. You're going to find out exactly what you need to know, and you are going to move forward. Yeah. All right, let's clarify your last column here, the King of Wands. All right. Oh. There's the King of Wands here. All right, one more. All right. Wheel of Fortune, wow. So you've got great fortune ahead of you. You've got, this is very blessed. This is a very blessed union. Okay, and just know that whatever is meant for you is you're headed that direction. Right? You just have to be very patient. And once again, looking at your cards here, you know, you really have to ask yourself those questions, because I have a feeling you already know the answers. They're there for you, right? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, someone here wants stability, right? Is planting the seeds for the long term, for the future, right? That may be this individual. The Queen of Cups, the nurturer, wants stability, wants to plan things and kind of take things a little bit slow and make sure that they make the correct moves. All right, let's support the Lovers here, the Temperance card. The Temperance card is all about balance, moderation, and taking time. Yeah, it's telling me here that you need to just kind of slow down a little bit. Yeah, don't worry too much, because nothing has gone wrong. Know that the angels are behind the scenes working their magic so that the union between the two of you and this person is very blessed, and you know, it has the right energy. Bottom of the deck here, yeah, you're kind of in the clouds with so many choices, so many thoughts and so many feelings that you're experiencing. You know, just know that, you know, have faith. Yeah, the angels really are there for you, working their magic. Okay. All right. Let's see some other cards here. Angel cards. What do they have to say for Leo in the month of June? Whoop. You know, I have very small hands, so when I shuffle these cards, sometimes they start flying out because my hands are so small. All right, next, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, yes, so, you know, sometimes when you have different types of energies and different ways of dealing with frustrations and things like that, you know, sometimes you might feel alone, like no one understands you. You know, turn to your friends, ask for help. You know, maybe you have someone there who will be very truthful to you and you can speak to, just to kind of let your feelings out a little bit. All right, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Only you will know when and how to express that romantic gesture. The individual that you are dealing with who is a little bit more reserved it may not necessarily take that next step, because you are Leo, the lion, and you are very fiery and you want to move forward. You're going to have to make that next step of expressing your love. Just, you know, just kind of tune into that person's energy. Yeah, you've got your Knight of Pentacles here, Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. This person is very, very slow moving, wants stability, and I think you're going to have to be the one to make the next move. All right, next, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah, so you might be feeling that, oh my gosh, this is crumbling. He doesn't want to be with me, or she doesn't want to be with me. But really, you know, nothing's gone wrong. You got to just trust the process, because your connection is divinely timed. This person's going to come out of their cave eventually here, and you're going to have the answers that you want. Yeah, there's something here that tells me that maybe you're thinking about your old relationships and how, you know, because sometimes when we're worried that something is going wrong in our current relationship, we think, oh no, is this going to be just like the last time or the other person? You know, you need to release those feelings. Yeah, those thoughts, because they're only sabotaging you. All right, next, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, this is this individual. You need to just have patience, because this is your soulmate. All right, they just need to be within themselves right now and really find their own answers, right, in their own time. Just have faith that they will be back to you. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, this goes along with your releasing your ex. If you're kind of sitting here wondering and worrying and keeping yourself up at night, which is suggested here by the 9 of Swords. If you're in your head and worried, you need to forgive the past and learn from it, because it's not serving you to sit there and just wallow in your sorrows. Yeah, you deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, don't doubt yourself, Leo. You are lovable. Someone, this individual, loves you. They just need to take some time to themselves. They need a little bit of separation so that they can get their feelings sorted. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. This is a very positive reading for you, Leo. I hope you've gotten something out of it. Let me know in the comments below. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.